Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
I thought it might be the
Fearbolg's
Fearbolg's turn.
All right, fine.
Me too, but I was waiting for the DM to tell me it was my turn.
I got to keep track of everything over here.
You are the dungeon master. I know that you had a nice long vacation where you didn't have to deal with that shit.
I'm not the dungeon track keeper.
Yeah, you are. That's part of master.
Kind of.
I need to delegate some of this power. I'm going to bring in a guest track keeper.
Are they going to wear a tracksuit?
Yes. They're going to bring a trapper keeper.
A trapper keeper.
Bardic Mystery Tour, Season 6. But don't worry, there's nothing that you missed. Season 5, you see, just doesn't exist. We're just trying to keep the numbers aligned, so we skipped right over Season 5. We're back to Dreamlancer and the tricks. So we're gonna have to call this Season 6.
Bardic Mystery Tour is a 5th edition D&D actual play about a rock and roll band who solves mysteries while they're out on tour. I'm Ed, and I'll be your DM.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm playing Kevin, the Fearbolg. He's a big guy. He's a half giant. He's got pale, dusty blue skin, and he's got floppy little ears, and he's got cut off jean shorts and Birkenstocks. You know, he's kind of like a little hippie, and he's got a familiar crow who's a raven who, you know, flies around with him. And he plays a bass in the band Dreamlancer.
Hi, I'm Brayton, and I'm playing the bard Staff. Staff is a changeling, and he's a student of personalities. Right now, Staff is deep in study, gallivanting around the world as Dreamlancer's guitar player, the shifter named Scrapper. Nobody knows of Staff's secrets.
Hey there, I'm Nora. I'm playing Soft Wind in the Trees, aka Windy Snowy Mountain. Windy is a tabaxi snow leopard, and she is really more interested in stories than she is in anything else, but she is playing ukulele, and she's the lead singer for Dreamlancer. She's looking forward to her next memento that she can grab on the road.
Last time on Bardic Mystery Tour, the gang was attacked by devils in Jinnville just for trying to play a song in public. Barely escaping with their lives, they found some respite in an abandoned farmhouse. We join them after they have rested away their battle fatigue. This is Bardic Mystery Tour.
So we make it 8 hours with no interruptions?
Halfway through the night, Windy. Dornick shakes you to awake. He says, Windy,
Oh, what's up?
Windy,
What?
there's something coming.
What is it?
I don't know. It looks dangerous.
Yeah, but like we're in a hut, right? We're good.
How strong is the hut?
I don't know. I shake Scrapper awake. How strong is your hut? Dornick thinks something's trying to attack us.
There's a monster outside.
I try and perceive if I can tell what he's talking about, if I can hear it and tell what it is.
It's a 3rd level spell. That's how strong it is.
Can you see through it?
Yeah, we can see out, but they can't see in.
You look out and you see a cow walking. It has 8 legs.
Spider cow. Spider cow.
Its neck seems to have been spun 360 degrees around and is flopping wildly as it walks.
I don't like this arc. There's gross, creepy things everywhere.
I'm worried about how you're going to feel about the rest of the season.
Apparently.
You want to go back to babysitting?
Yeah. I don't like devils.
I have a mechanical question. Can we have taken a short rest since apparently we're not going to make it through the night?
I already erased everything.
Then no.
I mean, I can write it all back in. No problem.
Or has it been long enough that it's...
No. Has not been a long rest.
Don't say anything to this cow, and we'll just hope it passes by because we don't want to have to rewrite this shit on our character sheets.
Sounds good.
So you just watch the cow?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. It wanders around and it's trying to graze, but like its neck doesn't function right. So it just hangs its like face toward the ground and chews like the air.
Poor guy.
Eventually it like wanders off.
It doesn't hurt our horse, does it?
No.
I go back to bed.
Dornick says, is it someone else's turn to watch now? Can I go to bed?
Yeah, I'll
Thanks,
be on
Scrapper.
watch.
Dornick goes to bed. The sun rises. It's a new day. Maybe you changed watch one more time during the night, but maybe not.
Yeah, we definitely did.
We made it? We're all better?
I go outside and do some morning sun salutations.
All right, well, it's very hazy morning, cloud covered. There's not much sunlight. It's very dreary out. Maybe it's misting a little bit.
Is it that green shit?
No.
Thank goodness.
I go back inside and wish my bandmates a very cheerful good morning.
Oh, hey, Wendy.
Good morning. Do we have any food?
Dornick has a hard time waking up. He's like, oh, I only got like 5 hours of sleep. Do you guys do this all the time?
Hear me out. If you want, you can just chill here.
Is this what taking watch means?
Yeah.
Tired all the whole next day?
Pretty much.
I hate it. Never taking watch again.
All right, I got a couple things to say. Number one, we're real adventurers. Okay?
Okay.
That means
Like
that we
exist?
have... What?
Like we exist?
He means
we're
tangible
real.
adventurers.
Yeah, I
No,
like
real
poke
means
myself.
more than tangible. We gotta go and rescue these townspeople from these devils. You know why? Because they're
They got
potentially gonna
money.
be big sales on our new album.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I'm kind of pissed at those devils, so I think we should do it. Let's go get them.
What did we learn last night from reading that pamphlet a little bit better? Do we know how to use a devil's name?
Harlick is gonna die.
Yeah, do we know how to use these names?
I don't know, but apparently they're important. What does that pamphlet say?
It says if you speak their name while you attack them, then they are less resistant to your attacks.
Nice.
Boom. I think we leave Dornick here with all of the recording matrices
Yeah.
because we want those to be protected. I'll cast
good
another
point.
layman's tiny hut for you to protect you.
I have a question about this flaming short sword because the pamphlet said that they're resistant or immune to fire, but it's still a magical weapon. So will it still hurt them? Just not from flames?
Who are you asking?
The world?
Are you trying to think in your brain how it'll work?
Yeah.
All right, roll like a Arcana check.
I'll give my 2 cents on this subject to help you out.
Does that mean I get to roll with advantage?
No, you can roll and then Brayden can say whatever he wants.
Oh, I got a 7.
You're not sure.
Can I roll too?
Sure.
I got a 15.
Scrapper, you feel like the sword and the magic damage will be fine, and then just the fire damage will be completely negated.
You gonna share that information with me?
Yeah, I feel like the sword is magical and it will do normal sword magic damage. It's just that the fire won't burn them.
So I think I should give this to one of you guys because I think that if we get back in a fight, I'm going to use my magic missiles since they were super effective.
Yeah.
One of you guys should have this magic sword that you can hit people with.
Smart.
Hit devils with.
I really appreciate it and I'm really flattered, but I only fight with one weapon at a time because I'm civilized.
All right, I'll take it. Thanks,
Okay.
Wendy.
Cool.
I mean, I'm not civilized. I grew up in the woods. I was just trying to trick you guys.
Does it like burn me?
Bernie, like when you wielded it, licking with flames of fire.
But like when it's sheathed?
Then it's not.
Okay.
If you pull it out and look at it, it's not. But as soon as you're like, I'm going to fight with you, that's when it's like,
Okay.
So the sword knows intent? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We should sneak up on the manor and go in and see if we can get the jump on one of those barbed devils at a time. You know what I mean?
Could we tell whenever we were in town that they were flying from the mansion? Like whenever they appeared in front of us, Ed? Did they come from that direction?
they came out of like holes in the ground, like
Oh, that's
magic
right.
circles in the ground.
They like materialized?
Yeah. Spine devils came from like all over. They just like flew from wherever they were to you.
I think that's a good plan. I think they're probably in the manor. What do you think, big guy?
Yeah, man, let's go. Let's take him out. I got this magical sword now.
I wish I had like a magical rocket launcher. I guess magic missiles is basically a rocket launcher, but like these guys piss me off. First they rained green goo on us.
Do you guys, what do you think about me casting things of like swarms of things to kind of surround them so they can't get to us though? Is that helpful or no?
I
Sure.
think it probably depends on the situation we find ourselves in.
The thing is, it seems like it's going to be more helpful for you to stab them with that magic thing than to, well, I don't know. Swarms of things seem to be pretty cool too.
Well, what if I cast one of these things before we get there? Like pre-cast the spell, so they're all ready to go, and I just say go.
Yeah, how long do they last?
An hour?
An hour. Wowzer.
Yeah, let's sneak up close to the manor, and then you can cast it right as we kick in the doors.
Okay.
Dornick, you good? You good here? You feel safe?
What if one of those cows comes?
Yeah, I'm going to recast Lehman's tiny hut for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll be all right then. Just be back in 8 hours, right?
Yeah, and just don't leave the hut. Just
Am I
stay
keeping
inside.
Lars?
Yeah, keep Lars with you.
Oh, yeah.
Lars is like, yeah. Dornick, new best friend.
If the hut disappears and we're not back, just go on with your life. And make sure you publish that record.
Yeah.
All right, I ritualistically cast Lehman's tiny hut.
Does that mean it doesn't take a spell slot because you do it ritualistically?
Yeah, it just means that it takes 10 extra minutes.
Okay.
Leomun's got a tiny hut, and it's big enough for all of us. Leomun's got a tiny hut, and it's big enough for all of us.
And we set off for the manor sneakily.
All right. Everything on the way back to town looks very similar. Gray and dark and dull. The sun is less bright today even than it was yesterday, despite yesterday also being a gloomy day. You can feel sadness in the air. It weighs upon your soul. As you approach the town, you notice it seems a little different. There are fewer tents outside. There are a bunch of shells of burnt down buildings from yesterday. They look like they're still smoldering. There are bodies in the street, dead victims of the riots and the pillaging yesterday. You see some martyrs, apparently, that stood up for a cause yesterday. They're all crucified along the road as you come into town. Whenever the crowd sees you, they all hide and cower, run in terror from the line for food.
How do they see us? We were sneaking in. Dang it. We messed up.
How you sneaking in? Not good, I guess.
We have invisibility if somebody casts it on us.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
cast
rewind
greater
the tape. Tell me if
invisibility.
you said that someone cast it. Oh, wait.
I said we were going to sneak towards the manor.
Yeah, but no one ever said, I'm going to cast greater invisibility on us, or I can
True.
do that to help us.
I can do that to help us. I thought we could sneak around to the manor without going through town.
That's in the center of town.
Okay. I cast greater invisibility on the three of us.
I think that Nora was right not to say anything because greater invisibility only affects one creature and it only lasts for a minute.
What?
Unless you cast it at what level, then what?
It doesn't, no, there's
I
no
don't
upcasting
have, it's a level
for it.
4 spell.
And there's no upcasting for it.
Does that
Okay.
spell just suck?
No.
Whereas the rest of the other one, you cast it and you're invisible, but
Emily, don't you have invisibility?
yeah, do you want me to cast invisibility on us instead of Nora? Because I thought greater invisibility was better, like
I
different.
thought it was 2.
It is different.
I thought it was different than than what we thought, whatever, than what it is. Okay, so I cast invisibility on the three of us.
This invisibility will temporarily grant you safety.
Okay. The next time you see people, they don't flee in terror. You come close to the manor, which you have to walk through a large open area that I said earlier is where looks like they set up a farmer's market or something kind of like that. Maybe this is where actually all the crucified people are right now. As you get closer to the manor, you see a large throne outside the front of the manor that just seems to be covered in like everything that you can think that is like sharp, like swords, broken metal things, jagged rocks, broken glass. Everything pointy you can think of that makes something uncomfortable to sit on. It's just in that chair and it's just all spiny and it looks like a torture device. Behind the barbed throne is a giant perch that just looks like a metal rod that goes vertically that has 2 crossbars. Each crossbar is probably 10 feet long and the vertical of the thing is probably like 15 feet tall. So they're pretty high. Standing next to the barbed throne on either side is a barbed devil, screaming at peasants. Just awful, demeaning words, nothing with any meaning, just like, you're all beneath us and you're nothing and you'll never be anything because humans are worthless.
Can I tell if one of them is Harlech?
Roll a perception check.
14.
21.
23.
You look at one of them and you're like, that's the one that was Barbed Devil B yesterday. He's got the same facial features, but like Barbed Devils are a little difficult to distinguish from each other, but like you can tell that's the one.
Okay.
You got an up close personal look at him yesterday, so you know. The perch seems to have 0 spined devils on it. Also, the gilded barbed devil is nowhere to be found.
I start moving towards Harlech. I guess no one else can tell, though.
Too bad your team doesn't have a dedicated call like 510-83605 has.
I'm going to sneak towards the other one. Get behind him in a good backstabbing location.
Okay.
I unsheath my rapier.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
17.
26.
Okay. They continue screaming at peasants. Not only do you suck at digging, your baking is trash.
Whoa. With that, I sneak towards the one on the left. Who's on the left?
You can't tell the difference between them.
Yeah, okay. I go to the one on the left. I got a 22 stealth.
I want to stab him in the back.
Yeah, roll initiative.
14.
17.
13.
I did roll a 2, but if you want, I'll re-roll it.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
We just want you to tell us who goes first.
All right. Let's go the bass player.
All right. I'm going to stab him with my sword that's fire magic sword,
Okay.
but the fire won't do anything. Can you tell me what my bonus would be?
Yeah, add 1 to your attack roll and add 1 to your damage roll.
9.
That is a miss.
But what if we get advantage because of the sneaking?
Okay, you have advantage while you're invisible.
13.
Armor class? That's a miss.
And I become visible.
Visible, yep. I believe Wendy's next.
I am. I'm going to cast a level 4 magic missiles. And so that's 6. So I'm going to send 3 at each devil.
Okay.
Magic missiles, they'll cut right through. Pew, pew, pew. Coming after you.
What's the range on it? Because they're like, they're probably 20 something feet apart, 25 feet apart.
120 feet.
Yeah, you can hit them both.
12 damage. The other guy, 10 damage. Do I become visible since I use a
Yes.
spell? Okay, and then I want to just back up a little bit, like back up 10 feet.
Okay. I mean, you were not right next to him, right?
Yeah, no.
Like, how far were you when you cast it? Were you centered? You said you were sneaking up on the one.
Yeah, I guess I moved to the middle in between them so I could
Also,
cast the
Brayden said
missiles.
he was going after Harlech, and you said you were going after the other one?
Yeah, but then I magic missiled both of them.
Okay. You are centered behind the throne. You made it there somehow. Congratulations. The throne's still like 50 feet in front of the manor or something like that. It's not like strangely not related to the manor, despite being like clearly supposed to be in front of the manor.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, staff, let's see what you got.
I speak the words that I learned from a fighter on the road.
Met myself a warrior, he was spry and he was quick. He gave to me the rapier and he taught me all its tricks. A powerful attack is the best kind of defense. And when I meet a foe, then they meet their bitter end.
And I attack while I say, Harlech, enjoy your trip back to hell. Do I get to attack with advantage?
Yeah, when you're invisible.
I roll the same thing twice.
Perfect.
Armor class 18.
That's a hit.
Max damage. 14 damage
Okay.
with my +1 rapier. And then I'm going to take my second attack that I get from like one round after I use that ability. I get 2 attacks one time. This one hits armor class 24.
That's a hit.
12 damage.
Wow.
Did the devil look like whenever Scrapper said his name that it really hurt him?
Well, you were attacking with a magical weapon anyway, right?
Yeah.
It looked like it was a real stab from a real weapon.
Okay.
Well, that's my whole turn.
Harlech turns to Scrapper and screams, "They're here again! Kill the infidels!" And then slashes at you with his claws. There's a 22 hit.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Okay.
Slashes at you with his second claw.
Cutting words.
My
a 6 hit?
No, it's a miss.
Then he swings his tail at you. Does an 11 hit?
No, it's a miss.
The other one turns and faces the Fearbolg, who just stabbed him with a fire sword. He's very angry about this.
I'm not very good with it yet, guys.
18 armor class.
That's a hit.
6 damage. 8 armor class.
That's a miss.
Swings his tail. 12 armor class.
That's a miss.
Really?
Yeah.
Windy, right next to you, a bright red circle emblazons itself in the ground as a large star draws itself across it. And out from the ground rises the barbed devil covered in jewelry. He says, "Yeah, you guys came back like idiots. We'll string you up on crosses to suffocate and die." He slashes his claws at you. 24 armor class.
That's a hit.
9 damage with one claw, and he swings his other claw.
Cutting words.
Piercing and quick, my tongue with a flick will cut you right down.
19 armor class.
That still hits.
7 damage with that claw, and then he swings his barbed tail. He whips it around, and he hits an armor class 15.
That hits.
For 11 damage.
Okay, I'm going to cast Polymorph on the king dude again with the jewelry. And this time, I'm going to turn him into a little tiny mouse.
Well, tiny mouse. What's the save?
15.
He doesn't even care about your spell.
For real?
Yeah.
This is bullcrap.
He's immune to it. He built up the antibodies to polymorph.
Well, I can't do anything else. That's it.
Okay.
So my turn? I think it was supposed to be my turn first. Remember I stabbed and did a bad job
Nope.
and became visible?
Yeah, you're supposed to be first.
Does that mean I get a redo?
No.
Which one am I closer to? I went to the left one. Is that Harlech?
That is not Harlech.
Okay. I'm gonna stab at the one on the left. I think it's A with my sword again. 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
5 damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I hold my shield up too. Like I'm using my sword in my own hand, but I'm holding my shield up.
Cool. Scrapper.
I call out to my friends and I say, "What happened to the plan?" And I'm going to attack Harlech again with my rapier. I hit armor class 16.
Do you say his name again?
Yeah, I say it. I say, "Harlech's dumb."
He's like, "You're dumb."
Does it hit him?
Yes.
Well, then, my friend, he takes 12 damage.
12 damage.
And then I move from his side over to the one that the big guy is attacking. I say, "I guess we'll focus this one down first."
Then he opportunity attacks you.
He would, but I got the mobile feat. And he can't do it since I already attacked him this round.
Son of a bee. Fine.
And finally, I use Bardic Inspiration on my friend, the big guy, Kemen.
Come out swinging, you know you're the king. A little self-confidence in you can do anything.
Oh, thanks.
Then the yet nameless barbed devil that is not wearing any jewelry again slashes at Kemen.
Cutting words.
My words are poison, leaching into your soil. You can't resist them, no matter how you toil.
11 armor class.
That's a miss.
14 armor class.
That's a miss.
Swings his tail. 9 armor class.
That's a miss.
What's your armor class? Like 100,000?
17.
Damn. The one with all the jewelry on it slashes at Windy. 13 armor class.
Nope.
Also 13 armor class.
No.
It didn't change in the last 3 seconds.
No.
What about this 19?
That's a hit.
It hits you for 9 damage with his tail. Harlech raises his hand above his head. A giant ball of fire appears in it, and he just hucks it right at Staff.
Cutting words.
Piercing and quick, my tongue with a flick will cut you right down.
16 armor class.
It hits me.
No.
Luckily, I'm fire resistant.
Are
Is that
you?
true?
No.
14 fire damage.
Okay.
And he says, the people of this town will suffer thanks to your meddling.
They're already suffering, I yell back.
That's only because of our meddling. All right, who wants to go first?
It's my
Hammond.
turn.
All right, good. Go then.
I'm gonna cut that guy again with my sword, my flaming sword, flaming hot Cheetos.
I was going to say that sounds like a brand.
I got a 16 to hit,
That's a hit.
9 damage,
9 damage.
and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Staff as a bonus action.
I can see you need relief, so I'll try to be brief. Hear my healing song and let it sing till you are strong.
6 hit points.
Thanks.
It's not a lot, but a little bit here, a little bit there.
Here a bit, there a bit.
Is it my turn?
Wendy.
I'm going to cast Magic Missiles as a 3rd level spell, which means I get 5 missiles. I'm going to send 3 of them at the head honcho guy, and then 1 each at the other guys.
Okay.
I got my magic missile ace. It's gonna hit you in the face.
The head honcho's the jewelry guy.
Yeah.
I hit him for 13 damage. And I'm going to hit Harlech. He got 3 damage. I'm going to hit the other guy. And he got 3 damage too. And I'm going to bardically inspire Scrapper.
Hey you, you're pretty cool, and I think the world of you. So let's take a drink and give it a think. This time your aim should be true.
Thanks.
That's it.
Staff, do you want to take your turn?
Yeah.
All right, now's the best time to do it.
I'm going to stab this letter A barbed devil again. And as I do, I'm going to say, tell me your true name, barbed devil.
If this works, I just don't know what to say.
I hit armor class 16.
That hits him.
8 damage.
You stab him and he says, fat chance, shit for brains,
That's a weird name.
as he slashes you with his claws. Does an 8 hit you?
Never.
Well, after he rolled a 2, he then rolled a 1 and dives at you, but misses and throws himself off balance and lands on the ground. He's now prone.
I put my foot on his head.
Does he get an opportunity attack?
No?
Can I get an opportunity skull smash with my heel?
No.
Can we get an opportunity mockery?
I don't hate this house roll about opportunity attacks for rolling ones, but we're not doing it right now. Then, the bejeweled barbed devil slashes at Wendy with his claws. 16 armor class.
Cutting words.
Do you do that after I say what it hits or before I say what it hits?
I think I said it as soon as I was ready to say it.
There's a delay in the recording.
Well, technology has its setbacks, and today the setback is you can't cast cutting words.
Dang it.
That's a hit.
4 piercing damage with 1 claw, but the second claw, oh my god.
Did you get a 1?
Like, yeah. All right, he bends over and ties his shoe real quick. Then, Harlech raises his other hand, conjures up a miniature fireball, and hurls it at Staff.
Can I cutting words that?
Yeah, since you failed last time.
I'm gonna cutting words that.
Piercing and quick, my tongue with a flick will cut you right down.
Does a 5 hit you?
Damn it.
Fat chance.
The fireball just misses and it flies over your shoulder and hits like some tent somewhere that catches on fire.
I hope there weren't any people in there.
Someone runs out of the tent like, oh my God, my tent's on fire. It always happens to me. Why? They're done. They failed enough that they would now like to see what you want to do with your turns.
I am going to cast Conjure Animals, and this is where you can decide how you want this to go, but I want 8 giant bats.
Fey spirits, come and help me out. Let's conjure me out. Let's conjure animals now.
I send 4 giant bats to fight the crown guy and 4 giant bats to fight the guy whose name we know.
That you don't know because you're a fearbolg, but everyone else knows it. You're just actually a fearbolg in real life and don't know names.
No, we know his name.
Your role playing is impeccable.
It's Harlock.
In your face, Ed. How about that? You think you know so much?
I'm getting better. So how do you want these to go so I don't have to roll 10 billion times and drive you crazy?
Well, roll their initiative
Okay, as a unit or as 2 units?
as 1 unit.
Okay, giant bat unit. Initiative 16.
All right, they're going to go before the barbed devils.
Cool. And then I'd like to inspire Windy, I think, needs to be inspired.
I believe in you, and you should too. You can do whatever you're trying to do.
All right, Windy, it's your turn.
I'm going to send out some magic missiles. Level 3. 5 missiles. And I am going to have 3 of them attack the head guy and then 1 each for the other 2.
Okay.
I got my magic missile ace. It's gonna hit you in the face.
13 damage for the jewelry guy. 2 damage for the first guy. 5 damage for Harlock.
Okay.
That's it.
Staff, what's your big plan?
I'm going to keep stabbing this guy who just revealed his name to me. Shit for brains, I think it was. I'm going to use the inspiration that I got before. This might be a waste. It was a waste. I hit armor class 11.
That's a miss.
His name must not be Shit for brains. That's all I'm doing.
All right, so it's a bat's turn.
Yeah, how you want to do it?
All right, listen. That pterodon thing was a mess. So what we're going to do is this thing we saw in this homebrew section one time. You're going to roll 1 attack roll for each target the swarm is attacking. So you're going to roll 1 for each of the barbed devils. If you hit the armor class, then half the bats will hit. And if it's an odd number, then you round up. And then for every 2 points above the armor class, 1 more hits. And we'll roll all the damage together.
Okay.
So, like if you hit the armor class, then 2 of the 4 will hit. And then if you hit 2 more than the armor class, 3 will hit. And 4 more than the armor class, then all 4 will hit. And then it goes the other way if you roll less than the armor class. So, because it's not 2 down for the first one, so like 1 less than the armor class means that 1 will hit, and 3 less than the armor class means that none of them hit.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to roll to hit jewelry dude. Bedazzled barbed devil.
Okay.
I rolled an 11, so none of them hit.
Right.
Okay. And now on to barbed B. Harlock. I rolled a 10, so none of them hit.
Yep.
Okay, but they're all still flapping and in the way, so maybe they'll get hit instead of us, because that's annoying to deal with.
That's true. All right. Now, Shipper Brains attacks Staff with his claws. 23.
That's a hit.
7 damage. 12.
A miss.
Then with the tail.
Cutting words.
My words are poison, leaching into your soil. You can't resist them, no matter how you toil.
16.
I use my reaction, and I deftly place my blade between my body and the tail, and I let the whole thing push my whole body out of the way, and it doesn't hit me.
What's it bring the armored class down to? It adds 3 to your armor class?
Yeah, I have an 18 armor class.
Okay. The bedazzled one, still next to Windy, decides to go for Windy.
But the
as
bats,
the bats annoy it.
they're flying around, attacking.
Strikes at
You
Windy.
can't see me.
A disadvantage.
I'm dodging and weaving and dodging and weaving.
16 armor class.
That's a hit.
7 damage. His second claw is 15 armor class.
That's a hit.
6 damage. Then he swings his tail at you.
Cutting words.
Piercing and quick, my tongue with a flick will cut you right down.
15.
That's a hit.
God damn it.
You rolled the best cutting words you could too, buddy. 5 damage. Harlech, completely aggravated by the bats, slashes at 1. 23 armor class.
That's a hit.
How many hit points does a bat have?
22.
What?
Suck it.
Why?
They're giant bats.
Those are humongous
That's what I'm saying. They're
bats.
huge. They're giant bats. So I'm not sure how that guy even hit Windy right now.
Yeah, I don't even know if they can all attack him. That's not true. They can.
Wait, no, they have fly. They have swoopy by. What's that ability called?
No, they don't have that.
Are you serious?
6 damage to your bat.
Okay, next one.
Critical hit.
It hits.
Thanks. 14 damage. Take that, Byler.
Just say, take that, bat.
10 armor class.
That's a miss.
Fine. Is that bat dead?
No, none of the bats are dead. What about the fourth bat? Oh, you didn't attack him? Oh, okay.
Wait, those are all the same bat.
Oh, I thought that was different bats.
I'm sorry, those are both the same bat.
Sorry. I thought that you were switching bats each time.
No, I'm not a crazy person.
Okay, well, none of my bats are dead. All my
Fine.
bats are cool as shit. And they can fly and they can shit guano on your face, you dumb disgrace. Ah!
Is it Emily's turn?
I guess. After that.
Take these suckers out.
All right. Kevin comes out of nowhere. He's inspired, so watch out. Barbed Devil A is getting a stickety stab with that sword.
His name's Shit for Brains.
Oh, yeah. 15 to hit.
Technically, that hits.
9 damage. And I say, eat shit for brains. And I say, oh, sorry. I didn't get your name. What was it again?
He says, stop calling me shit for brains.
My turn is over. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Windy. Eight hit points.
Thank you. I'm going to cast magic missiles, and this time I'm casting all 5 on the jewelry dude because he's pissing me off.
Magic missiles, they'll cut right through. Coming after you.
19 damage.
Damn.
No damage.
Oh, yeah. All right.
That's it.
Hey there, it's the mid-reel. It's Emily. First, we wanted to apologize that this episode is coming out late, a whole week late instead of just a day or, 12 hours. We're getting a little backed up, and so hopefully you can forgive us. Then I also wanted to mention that when we played this episode, it really felt like a slog, especially after the last 2 episodes where you heard that we just were in combat constantly. And sometimes that is frustrating to play through. But it turned out okay. It seems like this episode is actually entertaining and not just a total slog. So that's good. Also want to let you all know that Illithid Content is our 3rd full-length album. It has been mastered. It is posted on our Bandcamp for you to listen to, but also it's on all of the streaming platforms that you can think of, unless you can think of ones that I can't think of. Then it's not on those, I guess. Maybe Who knows? Just look for it. You can search for Bardic Mystery Tour, or you can look for Illithid content. It should be there with the other 2 full-length albums. We're hoping that you're having a good summer and you're staying safe and not too hot, although I know, it's been hot in some places, extremely hot in other places. We're having a lot of thunderstorms in Pittsburgh. And for our patrons, we've been playing catch up with interviews with Ed for the behind the screens interviews, and we're getting those posted on Patreon, so you can swing over there and check them out and listen to them. If you have some questions for any of the episodes coming up in the arc that you are just finishing right now, you can email us and send those questions to bardicmysterytour@gmail.com. All right, back to the action.
All right, Staff, you think you got what it takes?
Yeah, I take my rapier once again and I say, hey, shit for brains. I bet you wish you had a new hole in your body for shit to come out of. And then I stab him with my rapier. I hit armor class 25.
That's a hit.
Dealing 11 damage.
This is like the slowest battle. All right, Bats.
Oh, yeah. Here it comes. This one's going to go for old gold head. Got 19. All 4 of them hit.
Yep. See, it averaged out with the last round. It makes sense.
30 damage.
30 damage. This is on the jewelry guy.
Yeah. Old gold. Crown on the ground.
How come we didn't call him the bedazzled baron yet? Or the bejeweled baron?
Or the bespeckled, bestial, brain-eating,
No.
bog-dwelling.
Way too much. He's not
bone
wearing
cruncher.
glasses in the first place.
Did he die?
No, he didn't die.
He's still kicking it?
He's only been hit by magic missiles and bats so far.
All right. Next one. These ones get Harlock. At least they attempt to. But what you don't know is they all miss.
All right. Shiverbrains is starting to get real mad at Staff over here. And he slashes and he says, stop. And he slashes and he says, calling. And he swings his tongue and he says, me. His first slash is a critical hit. Maybe you'll learn something.
Ow.
11 damage from that one. His second attack hits armor class 9.
It's actually a miss.
Oh. Then his tail hits armor class 18.
That hits.
7 damage. Then he finishes his sentence and he says, shit for brains.
Okay.
Then our good friend, bedazzled, belt buckle wearing, benevolent Beelzebub swings his claws at Windy.
No, those bats are in the way.
Windy has to be next to him. Windy hasn't moved yet. 14.
That does not hit me.
He swings another claw and hits a 20.
That's a hit.
5 damage. He swings his tail at you. 9.
That does not hit me.
All right. Arlak continues to attack the same bat that he's been attacking because he's sick and tired of all these MFing bats on his MFing boat. But turns out he got some bat guano in his eye.
Shit
and now
for
he's
brains.
rubbing his eyes trying to get the bat guano out.
I mean, shit for eyes.
That's the end of his turn. Let's get the Fearbulg up at bat.
Oh, I
Get it up to bat. Get
Get it, kids?
Get it, kids?
Okay, here I go. I'm going to stickety stab with my sword right in that stupid barbed butthead's face. Listen, shit for brains. Eat fucking shit and die. And then I get him a stickety stab with a 16.
That's a hit.
And I give him 8 fucking damage of stickety stabs. And then with my movement, I move my body so that I am like still guarding against this guy, but I try to get myself like so that there's no way he can hurt my friends. Is that possible? Or does that, will that block my friend? I want them to hit me instead because they keep getting hit and
You
I'm
gotta make
worried.
him madder than Staff's making him.
Okay. Then I guess I hit Windy with my healing word. 10 health points. Okay. I'm going to attack the jewelry guy with 4 magic missiles this time. I'm down to level 2 spell.
I got my magic missile ace. It's gonna hit you in the face.
19 damage.
Holy moly.
That's my turn. I don't think, because I can't like disengage and move away, right? Like if he can hit me, I have to disengage to not get hit.
Yeah, if you cast a spell, you can't disengage.
Let's stay where I am then.
All right, Staff. Let's see what you got. Can you drive the point home?
I wasn't going to, but now I feel taunted into it by the dungeon master.
Oh, no, wait. You can do whatever you got to do.
I take my rapier and I say, "Sir, I'm so sorry that I've been calling you such an insulting name, but now it's time for you to go home, Mr. Shit for Brains." And then I stab him. Armor class 22.
That's a hit.
I deal 15 damage.
15 damage.
That's pretty good.
All right, bats.
He's still alive?
Here they they're all alive.
No one
Ed
did
taunted me
anything.
into attacking Shit for Brains, but he didn't die?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way. I
was going to heal myself, but I wanted the glory of last hit. So now I'm really worried I'm going to die.
All right, here comes bats. Batter up on top of that jewelry dude. 14. One hit.
Yeah.
7 damage. And the other one's on Harlech. 21 to hit. That means they all take it.
Hit. Yep.
19 damage, all on Harlech's dumb face with their teeth.
I just want to double check that, like, you know how Kemen's been telling the bats verbally to attack every round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since he's been saying attack Harlech, they've been doing full damage, right?
Now the bats have to say Harlech. It is kind of depressing now that you bring it up. But Shit for Brains was about to not attack Staff, and then his eyes just turned red, and he's like, "I don't understand why you call me Shit for Brains." 14.
That misses.
Oh, all right. His second claw. It's a 21 for 5 damage.
Okay.
His tail hits a 12.
He misses. I'm alive.
All right. Then our jewelry wearing man of the year attacks Windy Snowy Mountain. Actually, what he does is topples on the ground in the mud.
Awesome.
That's good for your skin.
All right. Our last protagonist, Barbed Devil,
Wait,
attacks the same
okay.
bat we've been attacking for about a month here. These bats are unkillable. I don't understand.
I know. They're tough.
Are you even writing down when I do you damage?
Yeah.
How about this critical damage? 13 damage. That has to be a dead bat.
That one poofs into nothingness.
It probably had 1 hit point, and that's why I criticaled it. Swings his claw at the next one. Is their armor class 9?
No, it's higher than that.
Okay. Maybe it could have been 9.
Maybe you got him on the teeth.
He swings his tail. What about 19, though?
Ooh, that hits. That hits. Good job.
7 damage to that bat. Holy vey. These Barbed Devils suck.
Yeah, they do. In both ways.
Um,
Like, I'm tired of them.
Our listeners are tired of them, too. Why don't you start killing some of them?
We're trying. We're trying.
It's the Fearbulg's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stickety stab Shit for Brains. I'll be like, "Oh, I was unsure. I was unclear. I now know that it's Mr. Shit for Brains. Thank you for helping me with that." And I stab him with my sword. I missed.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe wait, hold on. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try my bardic inspiration. 15. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah! 6 damage from a magical sword.
Okay.
Dr. Shit for Brains.
The fires lick all over his body, and he goes, I like that fire. I want to bring up this point. How long do these bats last? Because I think it's only an hour, and there's only like 600 rounds in an hour, and I feel like we've been doing this for... we got to be getting close to 600 rounds.
With my bonus action, I'm going to heal Windy. $11 hit points.
Thank you.
All right, bats on the crown, boy. 15, so 2 of them get hit. 12 damage. And now the bats on Harlock. 22 to hit. So they all hit. 22 damage to Harlock.
All right. Wait, did you take the bat's turn before Wendy and Staff went?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you said it was a bat's turn.
All right. Wendy, it's your turn.
I am gonna try and magic missile the crap out of this guy's face. The crown guy. I just want him to die.
I got my magic missile ace. It's gonna hit you in the face.
16 damage.
All right, you hit him in the face for 16 damage.
Does he seem perturbed?
These guys are definitely struggling a little bit.
They look injured?
Yeah, they're leaking oil everywhere.
Are we all like leaning on each other in the middle of the ring and stuff? We're clinching too much?
Yeah. Everyone's all getting sweaty. The ref's like, back it up. No grappling. All right, Staff. You think you got what it takes?
Yeah. I look him right in the eye and I say, shit for brains, I'm coming for you. And then I cast Cure Wounds on myself at 4th level using an old paladin trick I learned on the road.
If you've been hit, point me to the painful bit. By the power of this spell, I'll cure your wounds and make you well. And if you're nearby, I'll be your favorite guy. I'll heal you up quick with the secret paladin trick.
I got 38 hit points.
Whoa! Are you put beyond max? Can you like send some to Wendy?
No, I'm not beyond max, but I'm way closer to max than I ever thought I'd be for this combat.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, I give him the middle finger.
He's like, give me that finger, and he swings his claw at you. 22 armor class.
Good thing I healed up. Yeah, that's a hit.
5. Oh my god. He's just so tired from swinging his arms. He just doesn't even want to swing his tail. He just kind of just goes, oh, jeez. Have you ever been in a fight this long?
I have, and it's terrible.
Scrolling.
You could just surrender.
Scrolling. Surrender was never an option. Then the bejeweled one swings at Wendy. Oh, does the 10 hit you?
No,
Of course not. What about this 21?
that hits.
Yeah, I knew it did. 5 damage, baby. How about this 18? I know it hits.
Yeah.
6 damage from the tail. Then Harlock swings at this bat again. What are there, 3 bats on him now?
Uh-huh.
He's like, these bats are so annoying. 22.
That hits.
8 damage. 21.
That hits.
7 damage.
That disappears.
9.
That does not hit. Now 2 bats attack around him.
He's like, down to 2 bats. Okay, down to 2 bats. All right, now that you're down to 2 bats, if you want, you can roll them both as separate attacks. That's not that bad.
Well, it's 4 bats on one guy and 2 bats on the other guy.
Yeah, 4 bats still rolls a swarm.
Oh, okay.
You can still roll the 2 as a swarm. It just means that rolling a 15 hits, rolling a 17 both hits, and rolling a 13 or lower none hit.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't it be... Should subtract 1 for getting 14.
I think you need to work on your chance system there.
Yeah, it should be 14 means none hit.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stickity stab this guy. Dr. Shit for Brains.
What?
Eat this.
Is there like a rule that like if you call someone something long enough that they now respond to it, it's technically their nickname? So like it,
15
that's
to
a
hit.
hit.
7 damage, but all 7 of those points because he responded to that name.
That sword always does him full damage.
All right, and with my bonus action, I cast Healing Word because everybody wants to hear that song again.
I can see you need relief, so I'll try to be brief. Hear my healing song and let it sing till you are strong.
12 hit points for Wendy. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm like half skis now.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Wendy, let's see it.
I'm blasting jewelry, dude, with my last set of 4 missiles. Keep hoping this one's going to be the one that's going to take him out. So we'll see.
Magic missiles, they'll cut right through. Pew, pew, pew. Coming after you.
13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
That's it.
I have a secret to tell you after we are done playing.
It's probably going to make me really mad.
Probably. It's probably going to make Brayton madder. Staff, it's your turn.
Now I'm just trying to imagine what thing would make me so mad. One of those jewels is like a shared health thing or something.
Why didn't I do that?
All right, so Shit for Brain still looks like he's okay. He's just tired.
He is having a really hard time staying in this combat.
All right, I point my rapier at him again and I say, offer me power.
No.
Offer me riches.
You can have some breadcrumbs if you swear fealty to us.
And then I step in and I stab him real hard. Armor class 18.
That's a hit.
10 damage. Is he dead?
Nope.
I say, I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
He's like, I don't have your father. Oh, let's do some bats.
All right, Bat Swarm 1 on the big gold dude. 17 to hit. That's 3 of them.
That's 3 of them.
18 damage. Bat number 1 on Harlech. 22 to hit.
Both of them. Or unless you're rolling them
Do you want me
separate.
to just do both? We could do that if you want. 10 damage.
Okay.
Bat's over.
All right. Let's do it again. My man, Shiverbrains, oil running all the way down his arms, dripping off his fingertips. He's like, through and through. We're going to kill. You think you're a hero, but you're nothing. 25 armor class for staff.
Yeah, that's a hit.
8 damage. 12 armor class.
A miss.
9 armor class.
A miss.
He just starts panting. His arms are just hanging at his side, and he's like, why?
He hasn't been doing the stamina days at the gym, you know? He can't keep it up.
Why is this still happening? He's like, the sun's going to set. We started. I didn't eat breakfast yet.
How many rounds did Rocky fight Apollo Creed? Like, we should get a movie made out of us.
Or a podcast, at least. All right. Bedazzled man. Going after Windy. I got a 14.
Nope.
I got an 11.
Nope.
Got an 18 with a tail.
That's a hit.
7 damage.
Okay.
Harlech screams, why the bats? Why the bats? Continues swinging at bats. Critical hit. Yeah. 5 damage from my critical hit. 15 armor class.
That hits.
6 damage. Critical hit with the tail.
That ain't good.
Wow. 24 damage.
That bat poofs into glitter dust.
He's like, get out of my face with your guano. Simply best roll you can do with the tail. Imagine you took 24 damage with a tail over there. Staff, you'd be dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't be feeling. I wouldn't. No, it'd be bad.
As a non-action, I tell one of the bats from Crown Dude to go join Harlech,
All right.
and then I stab Ship for brains.
Wait,
Do you call him Ship for brains?
why are you going now? Oh, it's your turn. I got you. Fine. You can attack on your turn. It's a new thing we're doing.
Thanks. I'm like, hey, guano for brains. Suck it. 11.
That's a miss.
Yeah, didn't land.
All right, Windy.
I'll just keep casting magic missiles forever.
I got my magic missile ace. It's gonna hit you in the face.
I did 12 damage to the jewelry dude.
12 damage. Okay. Staff, do you have what it takes? Are you the Apollo Creed of this Rocky Balboa?
I'm leaning on this guy, Shit for brains. And I say, hey, man, I've really grown to respect you during this fight. What's your actual name?
My real name is Mingash.
Well, Mingash, I hit him armor class 16.
That's a hit.
All right, well, I'm going to say to him, I lean in close and I whisper in his ear, my name's Staff.
Do I hear that?
I don't know. Roll a perception check.
What do I add to it? Perception?
Are you trying to just tell the devil?
Yeah, I don't want anybody else to know. I just feel like we built up such a brotherhood during this battle.
Yeah.
And he told me his name.
A stealth check then. Emily.
Now I roll my perception check.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
I got a 22.
All right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So I heard it?
You heard that.
Okay, good to know.
Stick my sword into him for 13 hit points.
All right. You slide your rapier all the way through his torso, all the way down to the hilt, hits against his rib cage. He uses his two hands to grab your hand. He looks you straight in the eyes. And he says, Staff, it's been a pleasure. It's been a great battle. Then he closes his eyes, leans his head on your shoulder, and dies. And then flames explode around his body, and his entire body vanishes.
Bat's turn.
All right, Bats.
Does my math change if it's 3 and 2?
Yeah, just round up.
I got a 17. Does that hit all 3 of them hit?
Yeah, all 3 hit, yeah. This is the bejeweled guy.
17 to hit. 17 damage.
17 damage.
And then the 2 on Harlech. 23 to hit. So I'd say they both hit.
Yeah.
11 damage to Harlech.
All right. Harlech. Sick and tired of bats. He's going to swing at bats. He missed with his first claw, and his second claw, he swung so hard he spun around, and he just sits down on the ground. Starts shaking his head. Then, the one covered in jewels is like, someone has to warn the others! And disengages and moves 30 feet
Which way does he go 30 feet?
away from where you guys are, toward Harlech.
Okay.
Kemen.
I run after the gold guy, the guy with the crown. Can I get to him?
You can get to him, but it will take a dash action to get there, so you won't have an action.
Okay, then instead of dashing, I just run 30 feet towards him.
So you're like 12 feet away from him.
Okay, I try again. Ralthim's Psychic Lance, also known as Psychedelic Dreamlance.
All right.
Don't forget to say his name.
And I say, what's his name? I don't know
I
his
think
name.
he wants you to ask what his name is.
No, if you say his name, then he probably loses his resistance.
I don't know his name. Do you
Okay.
know his name?
I don't know. Ganthar?
He said that wasn't his name before.
Okay.
So there are 2 ways to cast this spell. One's at a person you can see, and one is at a person with a name. Which one do you want to use?
But I don't know his name.
Okay, so you want to cast it at the person running away from you.
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
we don't know his name. He said that wasn't his name.
Okay.
Let my shimmering trance waltz a dazzling dance right into your finger, psychedelic land.
Nothing happens.
Well, that's not true.
Okay. A prismatic lance fires out of your head and pierces him for no effect.
I tried.
Windy.
Magic missiles, I think, have I think we said 120 feet or something.
Yep.
Am I close enough to fire them at him still?
Yep. He's only 30 feet from you.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I got the magic missile ace. It's gonna hit you in the face.
9 damage.
You fire a magic missile into his back. It sears him. He raises his arms in the air and he says, "How? You can't defeat Nobi! No!" And then he bursts into flame, and all the jewelry that was on him falls right on the ground.
Sweet. A+.
Go team! I say, yeah, Wendy! Way to go!
Staff, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move over to Harlech. Can I get there? How far was he away
Yeah,
from
he's
Shipper Brains?
25 feet from you or something.
I just charge him, and I just say, Harlech, go with your master. And I stab him with my sword. Armor class 20.
That's a hit.
10 damage.
Okay. How many bats do you have left?
Oh, this guy's not dead.
5.
He's not dead.
I sent all the bats to him.
Okay.
5 bats.
Okay.
How do I do? I just roll one roll?
Yep. 15 means 3 hit.
I got 10.
None hit.
Okay, but they are pissing him off because they are swarming him.
Yeah, they're all around him.
He hates it.
He does. He is sick and tired of bats.
He's going batty.
So he's going to slash at a bat. Oh, I almost got a critical hit. 7 damage with that claw. The second one does 6 damage. And he swings with his tail. 22 hits, right?
Yeah, that hits.
7 more damage with his tail.
Still flapping.
Okay.
This is some hardy bats.
They're giant.
They're giant. All right, Kevin.
All right. If I run 30 feet, can I get him with my sword? If I run?
Yeah, you ran past him by you're right next to him actually, because you ran 30 feet and he was 25 feet from the other dude you were fighting. So you have to move 5 feet.
All right, I'm going to give him a sticky stab. I'm like, hey, Harlock, here's my sword. It's flaming. I hope you like it. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
8 damage.
All right. Windy.
Magic missiles straight to Harlock's dumb face. And as I send them, I tell him, go back to the abyss where you came from, Harlock. No one wants you here.
Magic missiles, they'll cut right through. Coming after you.
11 damage.
You hit him with a magic missile right in his forehead and he goes, devils aren't from the abyss. They're from the hells. And then he bursts into flames.
Woo!
Oh my god.
You take a minute to breathe and you look around and you realize you hadn't noticed, but the crowd that had been fighting each other because they were so terrified of being terrorized even more for the fight that you just caused is all done fighting and they're all just staring at you in awe that you could finally defeat their oppressors. And they're like, holy moly. The one dude that's the closest to you just so happens to be, and he goes, finally, I can call myself Peter again instead of Eater. Oh. And the guy next to him, that's the guy that was in the back of the food line that you saw before, goes, yeah, instead of calling myself Healy, I can finally call myself Philip again. And then the dude next to him is like, and finally, instead of calling myself All, I can call myself Paul again. And then someone else is like, I don't think that these people even knew that we were forced not to use P's in our names.
That seems like a weird thing. Why did they make you do that?
What about all those pterodactyls?
That probably made
That's
him
why they
really
made him
mad.
so angry.
That's probably why he chased you guys to death. Now that I think about it.
Why? Yeah, why?
Yeah,
what was
tell us
the
why.
reason?
Peter says to you, oh, well, his name was Nopi, so he hated the letter P.
Because it's like, no P.
Yeah.
Well, at least we got rid of this hellish blight.
Yeah. The problem is they were providing us with the food, so all the fields are still dead. We're never going to have enough food. We're all going to starve to death now.
Where were they getting the food from?
I don't know. I think that they made it in the manor there.
Well, maybe we should go check out the manor, and maybe there's like some tool that you guys can use too. Like, devils aren't known for making food, so it's probably not like some natural ability they have.
Who knows?
Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
All right, go into the manor, and there's just like floor to ceiling, wall to wall, tons of food, mostly non-perishables. And whenever Peter sees it, he's like, what? They said that they had to ration us because there wasn't enough food to go around. But they had all this food in here and they're living like kings. Those devils are so evil.
Isn't that like what devils are?
What kind of foods were they? Split peas, potatoes.
Pistachios.
Yeah, some pastas.
Have we seen any signs of Endelion since we beat these devils?
Nope.
Hey, Peter, why don't you
Yeah.
tell the whole town to get together tonight in the town square and we'll play a rock show and then you can make an announcement about how there's all this food that you guys can use to get back on your feet while you clear up your lands and plant for next year.
Yeah, that's what the town really needs right now to bring up their spirits is a rock and roll show with a festival involved.
That sounds great. I think you're also going to need like a mayor though.
Well, we'll vote tonight.
Okay,
You guys don't get to participate because you're not from the town, and that doesn't make sense.
that's fine.
And
And we're not sticking around anyway, man. We're heading out.
A podcast would never just let strangers vote for the new Viscount.
All right, we're going to go get our stuff, and we'll meet you back here in 2 hours.
All right.
We go back and get our stuff
And our friend.
and our
and
horse.
drummer.
All right. Dornick's like, oh, you guys survived. I was waiting. I thought for sure this hut was going to die in 8 hours. Also, man, that was forever.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, that fight was really tough.
It had to have been epic.
I wasn't sure that we were gonna make it through there.
Maybe if you play your cards right, Dornick, one day we'll tell you the story.
Yeah, Scrapper, you look tired. You're covered in oil.
And then I curl up on the ground and I put my head on a rock and I take a little nap.
And then you go back to the town.
And play a show.
They have a stage set up for you when you get there, and all the crosses and dead bodies are gone.
That's great.
The sun comes out.
Really sets the ambiance with no dead bodies.
Yeah, the clouds clear away, and you realize the manor actually has very beautiful stained glass that shines beautifully and colorfully in the bright sunlight.
I always knew it. With just a little bit of love and eradication of some devils, this town would clean up nice.
I knew Jinnville could be a nice place to come visit.
You guys, is this Jinnville like originally, or is that what they called you?
Oh, I tried to do a thing where it was called like Jimpville, and they took the P off the sign, but I think Jinnville's a cooler name, so
All
we're
right.
just going to stick with that.
Sick.
Peter gets up on stage and he's like, citizens of Jinnville, in celebration of our newfound freedom, we're going to award Dreamlancer, our saviors, with this pile of jewelry that Nobi stole from the populace. And they're going to play us a show. Take it away, Dreamlancer.
You guys ready to rock? Hello, Jinnville! We are Dreamlancer! And this one's dedicated to all the pea lovers. Split peas, green peas, taken peas, whatever it may be. We're here to rock with you.
Walking down the highway on my own again. Only care I got in this world is songs stuck in my head.
And then when you're done, Peter comes up on stage and he's like, I'm here to announce the new mayor. And he opens up an envelope and he looks inside and he's like, oh shit, it's me. Because I'm the most named NPC in this episode. And your gerbil's super cool. Also, we're offering Dreamlancer lodgings for the night.
Sick.
We'll take it. We're not ashamed.
And then after the show, Dornick finds you and he's like, hey guys, sold a bunch of matrices.
Like pre-orders?
Yeah, we made 20 gold.
Sick.
Nice.
And I appraised all that jewelry to be roughly 1,500 gold.
Oh, nice.
So definitely a way bigger prize than the album sales.
I'm just going to write 500 on my character sheet.
Me too.
I guess I'll write 520 on mine.
Dornick's like, guys, that sure was a slog. I mean, I wasn't there, but I heard someone told me it got gritty.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Yeah, sure felt like Philadelphia was there.
And the next morning, Dreamlancer rides off to see their next fate. Also, Dornick goes a different way. He says, it was good seeing you guys. Bring me back more songs to record next time.
You
got
got it, dude.
See you back in Audot.
We'll record with you in that cabin anytime.
Yeah, baby.
Are you sure you're going to
We
be okay?
saved the world.
There's a whole new government.
All right. Kevin wants to go off and find a bird so he can send a message home to his family. Are there birds around?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of blight, but yeah, you managed to find some bird that's not dead.
Really? What kind is it?
A saber-toothed macaw.
Sick. All right. I cast Animal Messenger on it.
Okay.
Hey there, high in that tree, fly on down to me. Take my brief message, please, and make this delivery.
Then I tell the message. Hey fam, been fighting devils lately. Turns out their names are like important, so I've been trying to work on that. Love you, miss you. And then I give the bird directions so I can get home to my fam.
All right. And since the cabin that you were staying at isn't that far from Audot, you got to be closer to your family than you were like when you were way out in Grey Rock Gulch, right?
The boonies.
Yep.
Sick.
It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. There's only one thing we implore. Tell all your friends and they'll tell more. Warn your sheriff, 'cause we're kicking in doors. Rolling dice with our best friends. Solving mysteries again and again. Writing songs about our quest. Once a week on the internet. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. If yins wanna hear more, buy some merch at the store. Rate us with a 5-star score. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
Bardic Mystery Tour is recorded at Looking for Group Pittsburgh. Looking for Group Pittsburgh is a land center in the Brookline neighborhood of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, stop by for games, co-working, or events. Find more information or schedule your next party at lfgpgh.com.
All right, guys. That was
Wait, will you tell me the secret that you said is going to make us mad?
when you were like, that's my last magic missile. So the main one had more hit points than the other two. And had he not had more hit points, that would have killed him there.
Dang.